Welcome back, and we're well into this evening of the John Laughlin Award presentations, and announcements, and education, and we're going into the second announcement here of the recipient that is going somewhere deep into the BC range. And with me now is Drew Leiterman. Drew and his team has received. There was almost 20 applications, and out of the 20 applications, it came down to Martin and his crew earlier on, and Drew and his crew now. So, Drew, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. And why don't you tell everybody what your application was about?
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to say thanks for giving us the award. We're all really stoked. Our objective is to climb an unclimbed peak in the Coast Range of BC, just west of Kitimat. It's like this knife blade arête. We've dubbed it the Moondog Arête. It's around 1,000 meters tall from what we've seen on Google Earth. It came I've been looking at this for years with one of my good friends, and it's just beyond stoked to finally get a chance to climb it.
So who's on your team?
So Max Fisher, Mike Locke, and Ryan Van Horn and myself, we're all planning to go in and give this thing a solid attempt.
Have you ever tried the route? What's the history of the route or the mountain?
As far as I know, no one has been in there or no one has tried to climb it. Like I said, we found it on Google Earth years ago. And then one of my friends, Nick, actually was flying by there 2 years ago, and he managed to snap a photo of it, this photo actually. And we're just like, it exists, We'd looked at it on Google Earth for over a year and finally saw a photo of it, and we gotta go and try this.
And it looks like a sick route.
Yeah.
What can you describe your plan, or what the route is going to entail?
Yeah, so there's an alpine lake at the base of it, so we're gonna have to somehow get across that, probably take a pack raft or something across that, and then just take the line of weakness that goes up the center of it, hopefully. Take the proudest line, hopefully.
What kind of rock is it?
Granite rock. And
what range is it in? Are there other climbs in the area? Is there a history of mountaineering in the zone?
I know my friend Nick went in and he climbed the Pangay area, which it's in the, I'm the worst at pronouncing, the Gitnadoiks River Provincial Park. I might have pronounced that wrong, I don't actually know how much climbing has gone down in there, to be honest.
And you have a huge history of climbing in BC.
Yeah, no, I've been going to the Coast Range, mainly around Powell River for the last 5 years now.
And your history of climbing around Powell River and valleys north of Powell River, can you talk a bit about that? And what do you think the future is of climbing in that area?
Yeah, so, there's the Eldred River Valley, which is, you can drive there from Powell River, and it's got 5 mountains the size of the Chief in there. And it's there's been development, but it's still fairly undeveloped. And there's just so much potential for rad rock climbing in that area. And then all around Powell River, there's just north of Powell River, or the Eldred River Valley, is the Daniels River Valley. And there's 3 mountains that are all over 1,000 meters tall, and there's 6 or 7 routes in the whole valley. No one had climbed there successfully until 2016, when my friend Travis and I went in there and climbed Red Alert Wall. And it's just got so much potential. It needs to be.
And I get it, so the John Laughlin Award has given 2 awards this year. Mm-hmm. One has gone out, we've talked about that award. The dudes who got that have done some alpinism in the Rockies. But this award might mean something a little bit different to you.
Yeah.
And to you and your partner, Travis.
Yeah, actually, unfortunately, Travis won't be joining on this trip. He passed away last November, and it was actually at his funeral that Max and I brainstormed the idea to go do the Moondog Arête, and that's kind of all stemmed from that. So, it's been an emotional ride, I guess you could say. And so So yeah, doing it for the old homie, Travis.
What do you think the climbing is going to be like?
I hope it's like as much free climbing as possible. We want to do as free as possible, you know. I know around Powell River, it's like subalpine, so there's a lot of moss and dirt in the cracks. So it's like you free climb as much as possible, but there's just the inevitable digging out cracks and just having to get through it, you know.
And you and Travis put up routes.
Yeah, we put up the first route in the Daniels River Valley on Red Alert Wall. Then we went back the next year with Party of 4, failed, but then went back a month later and sent the same route.
Going into this, like the John Laughlin Award is this like thing that is given out every year, and not a lot of people maybe understand what goes into the applications and goes into the experience and the climbing that people who apply to this have to have, and there's sacrifices and there's pain and all this shit, and you're dealing with some of that this year.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
And so like we can't ignore Travis in this right now.
No,
Travis is a big part of this. Travis isn't here right now.
No, Travis took his life on November 26th, and
right.
Yeah, it's been hard, and you know.
And so what was your best climb with Travis?
It's got to be a sport climb we developed in the Eldred River Valley. It's 3 pitches, Mama's Buns. It's probably, it's classic anywhere. It's like just 3 pitches of like dead vertical, like crimp jugs for in the 511 range, you know. It's awesome.
So you dudes are coastal. You're from Cranbrook. Travis is from coastal. Max is kind of like wherever he's from east, but from west.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's from all over the place. What does the John Laughlin Award mean to people in BC hoping to like find those places?
Man, it's just a huge opportunity to like get out there. I've spent so much time and money, you know, just like grinding it out, climbing like big walls and stuff, and just to have something like the John Laughlin Award to give you that support is just, it means so much. In
my opinion, you're one of Canada's probably most accomplished big wall-ish style climbers in Canada.
Oh, thank you.
You've opened up big walls in remote valleys in Canada, on the west coast, and like these crazy valleys other people haven't been to. Do you think that there's a future there for other climbers to jump onto like what you're leaving? I would love to think that, like, if people definitely need to go check out the Eldred Valley, and if you're feeling like adventurous, the Daniels River Valley, like the whole coast range actually is like fairly unexplored by rock climbers. Not, it has been, but like there's still so much potential there, you know, and just start Google Earthing, you know. And why the team? Why the 4? Why the 4? Why are you like, there are people watching or potentially going to watch this. Yeah. They're going to wonder why there's a team of 4 going into this wall in BC when there could just be a team of 2. Why a team of 4? I think we all have like different skills that we bring to the table, and it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a team effort to do this. It's a massive wall in the middle of nowhere, you know. Yeah, that's a good question. What gear are you going to bring? Give me a rundown. What gear? Would probably like a quad rack. We could bring 2 portaledges, haul bag, a couple static ropes. What kind of portaledges? I'm sure there's some dudes in Squamish who want to hear a little shout out. Well, we got some G7 pods that we're going to bring. A couple G7 pods. Yeah. I got a D4 as well, portaledge. So, so those are the 4 sleeping quarters. This is a big wall mission. Yeah. In big wall, we're going to do it in like alpine capsule style, I think is the idea. So like as fast as possible, but like just pushing the rope up higher and making camp. It's an unnamed mountain. Yeah. It's an unnamed arete. It's an unnamed zone. Why did you call it, or on the application, give it the Moondog Arete name? That's actually some of our friends in Powell River call ourselves the Moondogs. And since we found it on Google Earth, that's just kind of what we named it. What do you think your friends in Powell River